The Russian Broad's checking in. Russian Broad.
Hey, Oakster, what's up?
How are you? So you were the one that was kicking Pat Duffy in the old groin on Friday.
Oh, yeah, like he goes to me afterwards. He's like, actually, that was really fun. I would love to try that again. So we decided to maybe do that a few more times, maybe later on, in the privacy of his own apartment. And you guys mentioned punching me in the boobies, and he did that as well. Didn't really feel like much, though. Wasn't that interesting.
Well, one of the greatest stories ever told on our show was this Chuck Farnham, who lives in the San Francisco area, and he got into some weird stuff, and he met this girl that insisted that he punch her in the boob really, really hard and she wasn't satisfied until the boobs would get bruised up. And she would keep yelling at Chuck to punch harder and harder, and Chuck was so disturbed by it, but he still did it. So I kind of mentioned it on Friday.
I never really understood it. I never really understood it because it's all fat. There's nothing there. It's not going to hurt.
Well, it depends on what time of the month, my friend.
Wow.
You know, you girls get a little sore, you know, when it's...
Did he slap you at all? Did you guys have, like, really hardcore sex this week for the weekend? Or?
Oh, yeah. I reached my peak a few times.
Oh.
And I usually don't. I'm very hard to please in that area, and he definitely made me reach my height.
All right, we got it. So...
Yeah.
Were you guys doing anything crazy? Like there was, the punching of the boob. What else?
We did the rusty trombone a few more times.
Nice.
And we started talking about like how we became so freaky. Mm-hmm. And he told me he had some psychological issues when he was a kid. And then I realized that I knew it when I was like maybe 5, and I used to live in Russia. In the city where I lived, St. Petersburg, they had a lot of cannibals in the city from like World War II.
What?
Yeah, because all the roads were cut off. That there would be no food during the war going into the city because it was all frozen over. Mm-hmm. So people really had to resort to eating each other. And some of these people, they had kids, and their kids also got into the same stuff.
Come on, look that up there, stunt brain. Cannibalism in Russia. Yeah.
Look it up.
I would believe it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So what does that have to do with you?
Well, it has to do with because I saw the special like on the news when I was maybe 5 or 6 about how there were a lot of cannibals in the city, and I got really into it. I thought it was just the most amazing thing ever, and I think that was when I lost my innocence, when I realized that I thought cannibalism was awesome. So just from there on, it was just a downward spiral for me.
Well, when's the first time, like, in bed, like, somebody did something, like, hardcore like that? Like, slapping or breast punching? I mean, that's, like, hardcore activity. When did that happen? Or when did you try that?
Well, actually, I tried that very recently. I never really liked violence in bed. I tried it maybe earlier on this year, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but I really, really got into it. Mm-hmm. So I guess, when me and Pat met, at first I was being kind of, like, I was just toying with him. We didn't have sex for a while, actually. And then when we started to, I was like, slap me, hit me, all that stuff. And he was a little surprised by it, but then afterwards he's like, yeah, finally someone that understands what I want and like. So from there on, it just went more violent in the progression.
Well, I got to ask, Russian Broad, do you feel threatened when you're with Pat Duffy ever?
Do
you feel like scared, or do you feel like...
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Should.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that when they were hanging out on Friday, that she had not a fear. And there's a lot of people that fear Pat Duffy because he doesn't seem quite right.
Seems a little unstable.
Yeah, he seems a little odd at times.
Well, he definitely is. He's crazy, but, I mean...
And that doesn't bother you? That doesn't scare you that he's crazy?
No, it doesn't bother me at all. And actually, my mother also knows what went on. Like, she asked me what happened on the show. I was reluctant to tell her, but then she heard me listening to the replay, and then she's like, oh my God. She never knew that I was this violent before.
Yeah, we're going to recut the video because, the face slapping and all that in the beginning of the video, who cares? We got to get right to the groin shot because it's unbelievable.
That's your money right there.
It's really unbelievable how sick that is. But, Russian Broad, so the cannibalism thing, right? You said you got into it. Now, about 10, 11 years ago, I got into sushi, so I started eating sushi. So what happens with the cannibalism?
Well, I think I realized that if I was presented the chance to eat human flesh, I would.
Oh, my God.
No, I realized in the recent years that I really am much scarier than I ever thought I would be when I was growing up.
Wonderful. We're not going to have you around anymore.
Do you like
you'd be surprised.
Do you like regular porn, or do you need it to be hardcore? Or can you enjoy regular stuff too?
Oh no, I prefer hardcore all the way.
I don't mean hardcore.
Can't.
I mean like really like bizarre fetish type stuff.
Oh no! I'm not into fetishes. I don't even like to watch it be that violent. I like group. I like 2-on-1. That I love.
Really? In what way?
Yeah.
No, 2 guys and 1 girl.
Oh, okay. So you like being put on the rotisserie, as they call it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Really?
And I like just nasty things, but I'm not into fetishes.
Would you like to have 2 guys and you be tied up or restrained or cuffed or whatever, and then have 2 guys?
I thought about it, and I think that yes. I'm not a big fan of the butt play, but I think I would be a good little girl and actually try it out.
So with Pat Duffy, are you guys searching out another dude?
No, we're not. We're not really thinking about that quite yet.
Actively seeking another dude.
Are you searching out another dude?
Yes. Pat's a cuckold.
Yes. Hey, Stumpray, what do we got on the cannibalism?
Yeah, this is more than just World War II. Apparently, it also started well earlier than that. And in 1920 to 21, they had a famine, which caused some of the people in the Soviet Union to resort to eating human flesh. They said prisoners would break out of prison and take along a weak inmate with them as a food supply.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And there were parents killing children and eating children. And so there's a history of this in your rich culture.
Now we know why the Russian attitude.
Yeah.
I had to eat people.
Yeah.
In my country, we ate the people. In Russia, Yakov Smirnov.
What a country.
What a country. You don't eat each other. Shut up.
Apparently,
Branson.
the gulags were considered a food source as well.
Wow.
So some of the
It
German...
sounds like a tasty dish. Gulag.
Oh, the Russian gulag.
Goulash.
Yeah, you go over there. Ooh, I want some of that gulag. All right.
Tasty.
I'll get a side of armed robber, please.
Oh, my grandfather was in one of those. He was sent to a mining camp by Stalin, and I can only wonder what happened there.
He's dead.
Yeah, he never came back.
I know he's dead, but he actually developed cancer after that from the radiation. Not very fun.
No.
And I think also my freakiness might also come from the fact that I used to live less than 100 miles away from Chernobyl, and I'm surprised I didn't develop any sort of abnormality.
Yeah.
No, I think you developed something.
Yeah. Hopefully, it was great for the Chernobyl caused hair loss. We're exactly what we needed. How perfect is that?
I think it caused you to become very hungry all the time.
Yeah. All right, Russian broad. Thank you.
No problem. Sure. Bye, guys.
Bye.
She's a star on YouTube today. Her and Pat Duffy. It's pretty impressive, the video.
Sexy, very busty girl. Nice rump and a good right leg.
Not a hint of fear. She wasn't acting on Friday.
No.
She doesn't fear Pat Duffy.
Wasn't feeling that whole ass thing that she was showing.
What was she doing? I forgot.
She showed her ass.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. It's a spankable one.
It looked a little...
nice boobies, though, but the ass...
I think you
for somebody who's, supposedly, how old is she?
She's 21, 27.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have been sitting in the gravel driveway and, stood up and brushed it off look. That's all I'm saying.
A couple little dimples are okay. Little
Couple.
little thick, little spankable. I don't know. It's nice. You put a good handprint in that. Laugh about it later.
Look at the butt Danny found.
Yeah, that was similar.
Yeah. No, come on. Now you're killing the broad.
I'm just saying. That's all.
All
It's
right.
a little cottage cheesy.
We got to take a break. 877-212-O&A.